In this episode, I'll share where you might be holding your breath the most and how it impacts your health. Hey there, it's Michael. Welcome to Whole Again, a show about helping survivors of physical injury and trauma reclaim their strength and resilience through the wisdom of Kintsugi. On Fridays, I love sharing a microdose of wisdom to help you become whole again and step into the person you're becoming. And today, I want to share the importance of breathing. Yep, that's right. Breathing. It's something that we don't really think about, but probably should. But before we get there, I first want to say thank you for being here. As a fellow survivor, I know that showing up is hard sometimes. So the fact that you're here, that you have shown up, means the world. So thank you for showing up and being a survivor. All right, let's talk about breathing, which is something we don't have to remember to do, thank goodness, right? Because the body does it for us automatically. Let me start by sharing a story with you. Last summer, I went into New York City on the anniversary of my last bad day to put out a few ripples of gratitude. I walked up to complete strangers and I asked them, in 23 seconds, name all the things you're grateful for. The day was awesome sauce. It was so much fun. And I posted many of the videos on my LinkedIn page because, well, I believe companies could use a little bit more gratitude, if you know what I'm saying. So you can check those out. And I also asked everyone, hey, how many breaths do you think you take each day? And people had no clue because it's not something we think about a lot. Well, the answer is between 20 and 25,000 breaths per day. That's a lot of breathing. But here's the rub. Most of us are not doing it correctly. Yep, that's right. James Nestor, who came on this podcast, and I'll include the link to that episode in the show notes, writes about how to properly breathe in his book called Breath. So I want to share a few tips I learned in the early phases of my recovery and through my study as a meditation teacher that James writes about to help ensure that you're breathing properly, because your breath, since you're doing it so many times per day, it's essential for your overall well-being, your overall health and healing and growth and resilience. So let's start here. Most of us tend to breathe through our mouth, especially when we sleep. So today, I wish to encourage you to bring attention to how you're breathing. Are you breathing through your mouth, especially when you're sleeping, or are you breathing through your nose, which is a healthier way of breathing? So for today, let's just focus in on how you're breathing, whether it's through your mouth or your nose. Okay, here's the second way that can help us breathe better. So for tomorrow, take a few moments for a minute or two and simply count how many inhales and exhales you take in a minute. Begin to notice what it feels like to take just 6 to 10 and practice that, paying attention on purpose to the frequency of your breath. And here's the third tip, and you can do this the following day. We also breathe not deeply enough. So on the third day, put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly and breathe deep into the belly. And as you do, you'll notice the belly pushes out. It's almost like you have a little bit of a beer belly. But breathing this way is breathing deeply. And a healthier way to breathe. But for many of us, we're breathing too frequently, 20 to 25,000 times a day, and through our mouth, not our nose, and our breath is too shallow. During the next 3 days, focus on one aspect each day. You don't have to do all three at once. Sometimes we take on way too much, and that gets in the way of our progress, gets in the way of our healing and growth. Over the next 3 days, take one aspect per day and simply bring awareness to how you're breathing. And when you get to the 4th day, you can start combining all these different ways of breathing better. But give yourself some grace, a little patience. You've been breathing the way you've been breathing automatically for years now. So creating a new habit will take some time. But here on Whole Again, we create better habits step by step, breath by breath, consistently over time. You've got this, and here, we've got you. All right, now as we finish up, I promise to share the one place you're holding your breath and the impact it has on your health. And here it is. Did you know that many of us, up to 85% of us, hold our breath while we do email and text messages? This is based on some research by Linda Stone, a former Microsoft and Apple executive. And when you think about how many emails you crank out each day or text messages, whoa, Nelly, that's a lot of unintentional breath holding. But you're human. It's natural. We have a biological stress reaction to stuff that we don't know, like what's behind that email. Is it a threat or something else? Plus, we get super focused on our screens and we forget to breathe, and our posture usually stinks. We slouch, which does not enable proper belly breathing that we just talked about. So all this is natural, and it can get better. So the digital wellness tip of the week is to bring attention to your breathing as you crank out your emails and text messages. This will improve not only your digital health, but your overall health. So try that out and let me know what you experience. And there you have it, a microdose of wisdom about the importance of breathing. In this episode, I shared 3 different ways you can breathe better, namely breathing through your nose, belly breathing, and breathing more slowly, and our digital wellness tip of the week, to remember to breathe while you crank out your email and text messages. And as always, thank you. Thank you again for being here. Thank you again for being a survivor. Remember, you've got this, and we've got you. And if you wish to further enhance your digital wellness, I'll invite you to take my smartphone wellness check. It's free, and you can find the link in the show notes and discover how to scroll less and live more. And I hope you'll join us each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:11 a.m. Eastern here on Kintsugi, and discover how we can celebrate our scars as golden symbols of strength and resilience. Again, thanks for being here. I appreciate you.